What's going on, everybody? Tom here with Black Sheep Keto, and welcome to another recipe video just for you subscribers out there. And if you're not a subscriber yet, please consider doing so. Now today we're making a delicious keto candied nut. You can call them candied, you can call them glazed, and you can use whatever nut you want. But essentially we're making those cinnamon sugar nuts that you find at ballparks, fairs, those type of things. It's super easy, super low carb, and I promise you guys the hardest part about this is actually baking them. So if that sounds good to you guys, hang on tight and let's get right into the recipe. Alright everybody, welcome to this recipe for our delicious keto candied nuts. Now for the sake of this recipe, I will be using pecans, but feel free to use whatever you want as long as they're basically just the non-toasted baking variety of whatever nuts you're going to use. So let's go through all these ingredients right here and then we'll talk about how to make it. So right here we have 1.5 cups of pecans, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. In here there's a 1/2 teaspoon of pink salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger. This is totally optional, but I really do like the flavor that it gives on the back end of the candied nuts. And then right here, we have 3 tablespoons of erythritol. In this case, I am using Lakanto's monk fruit sweetener, but it's an erythritol base with some monk fruit mixed in. Use whatever granulated sweetener you want. And then in this bowl right here, I have 1 egg white from a large egg. So to start things off, we're just going to give this a quick whisking, just to kind of break up any viscous portions of it. You don't have to go too crazy, we're not making a meringue, just kind of beat it a little bit. That looks good to me. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and just give it one final mixing there. So then we're going to add our nuts directly into the egg mixture right here. And we're going to toss these to coat them really well. Now, as a note, guys, you might be thinking, wow, that's weird to coat these nuts in egg whites. It's actually not that uncommon, and egg white gets really crispy when you bake it, so it's a perfect way to kind of make things stick to the nuts without having to worry about the properties of the sugar substitute we're using. Now, I have used allulose to do this, and to be honest, it kind of feels more caramelly, so I'm kind of really digging using the Lakanto monk fruit blend, or pure, or pretty much anything else. I've tried a few different things. Erythritol base seems to work best for this. Now, if you are using a bigger bowl, feel free to just kind of toss it around. This bowl's a little bit small, but it looks better on camera, so I'm using a rubber spatula, but just keep that in mind. Next up, we're going to take just this bowl that I had the pecans in and start adding in all of our dry ingredients. So we've got our granulated sweetener, the cinnamon, the ground ginger, and the pink salt. So now that we've got all those in there, I'm just going to use a fork real quick and mix it together really well. You don't want a lot of clumps of anything since this is just going to get tossed on the outside of these pecans. Now that looks good enough to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle some of this over the nuts, toss them around, and just keep doing that in batches. I'd say you probably want to do this 3 to 4 times in order to fully coat the nuts. Now I'd say that these are pretty well coated. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. And in the meantime, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So let me do that real quick and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, as promised, I am back with a baking sheet covered in parchment paper. And this is super simple. We're just going to take these and spread them in a single layer across the top of the parchment paper. These look pretty good to me. So up until this point, the recipe has been super simple, and the baking is really no different, but there are a couple things that you have to do. So my oven has just reached 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm ready to pop these in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in there for 3 minutes, pull them out, and use my rubber spatula to toss them around, break up any clumps, just kind of give them a good mixing, redistribute them to a single layer, put it in for another 3 minutes, do the same thing, and at that point, it'll be hardened enough on the outside that we can just pop them in there for an additional 7 to 9 minutes to kind of finish them off. I'll put all that on the screen here and in the full written instructions down below. It is a little bit tricky, but realistically, you're just gonna bake them for 3 minutes, mix them, bake them for another 3 minutes, mix them, and then bake them for 7 to 9. Not too bad. So I'm gonna get that taken care of, and I'll catch up with you for the taste test and the finished product. All right, everybody, now that you've seen the recipe, it is time to check out the finished product, which I'll put on the screen right now. And now it is time for the taste test. So right here, I just have a small little bowl of some of our candied pecans. Again, use any nut you guys want. And by the way, the macros and full written recipe will be written down in the description for those of you curious about that. In any case, I've got one of them right here. Let's give it a taste. Guys, those are delicious. They have a nice crispy coating. A lot of that to do with that egg white that we're using to bind the flavorings to the nuts. It gets a real crispy texture to it, but you don't taste egg at all. Trust me, it's not like you're gonna have some weird eggy flavor. It's just there as a binding agent. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit salty, and the cinnamon really comes through. And then the back end, you just get a subtle note of ginger, which is absolutely perfect in my opinion. Though feel free to modify the seasonings and spices in this as you will, guys. It's totally easy to add a little more of something, add something that I didn't use, maybe, you know, take something out if you don't like it. All super easy to modify. But with that, guys, I am gonna go ahead and close out this video. So if you like this video, go ahead and leave it a like. If you have any questions or comments for me, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And if you have not subscribed yet, do me a huge favor, guys. Hit that subscribe button, show some love, and I will see you in the next one.